games span this sport far and wide, from battles over racks of ribs to numerous bells, representation of animals, and multiple weapons. But you know a rivalry is a rivalry when the fight is over a brass spittoon. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Spartans will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Indiana's offense will go to work first. The last time these two met, Indiana had no problem at all with Michigan State.
They exercised some demons. This has been a one-sided series. They had the opportunity to put the foot down on the neck, and they did. Indiana kept pouring it on, and they beat down Michigan State.
Man, we've seen in recent years, too, David, how much more aggressive Indiana is. Just as a football team, right? Throwing the ball off, offense, downfield, defense, blitz, attack. Michigan State had no answer for it. They better have done their homework in practice because they're going to get all of it today.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Spartans offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. There are many brass spittoons, most of them quite common, but none quite as famous as the old brass spittoon. The trophy itself, first created for this series in 1950.
This has been a great rivalry in the Big Ten. I know they went to different divisions. This was a protected cross-division rivalry for a little while.
There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Pulls it in. It's Durham. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
They'll run the screen, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Working on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Man, what a big catch on 3rd down. Going up, catch. Football, understanding where you're at, now getting a fresh set of downs. Nice play by the receiver.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The rivalry started in 1922 in Bloomington with a Hoosier win, but the old brass spittoon first awarded in 1950 when they resumed play after a pause for World War II.
Yeah, Indiana might have won the first one, Reese, but Michigan State has owned the old brass spittoon. And they have owned this series. It's been very one-sided. They've dominated it, Jesse, so looking forward to see if Indiana can kind of reverse that trend.
And I know this is a rivalry that a lot of college basketball fans get really excited for every year, but the football rivalry is pretty good, too, and you both just very eloquently laid out why and the history behind this game. They do not like each other.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Trying to escape and get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
That's caught. It's Ivory. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The Hoosiers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions, and he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
He'll keep it himself. Runs through a tackle.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Punch it out of the air. Ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Deep.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Spartans with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Nestled just inside that right upright. They're now up 9-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Snagged in the middle. It's ball. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Raw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Going to swing it on second down. Good timing on the quick out. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing this first down, score a touchdown on this drive. This game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal?
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. The play action fake. Steps away to find some room. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll try to pound their way in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Now on second down. Quick completion to the right. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Running back searching for a hole. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Camarda. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Long. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Caught near the sticks. It's Gandy. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Long. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He wants to take the top off. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll run it from the gun. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Spartans line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green line. Go for it.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that. Coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Ivory. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Hoosiers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Ivory. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Pressure coming. It's complete to the right. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Got room on the return. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So they'll... penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
You know, to a lot of people, it's just a brass spittoon. But to these teams, it means so much more, and it sure looks like it so far.
And the Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. He'll start this third quarter with a run. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Looking deep down the right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And a big reason. This team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Spartans. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Play action on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Rushes on him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Makes a move. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll ride the hot hand. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pulls it in. It's Gandy. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. They'll send out the kicker here. Absolutely perfect.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Give to the running back. Hard running there. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Looking to throw on first down. It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Michigan State. And the route is on.
Never quit on a play because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCF. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got his man in the middle.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Gandy. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
to the air on first down. Makes the grab. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And as we get ready to start the 4th quarter, they'll open with a field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Zings it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Using the quick game. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Touchdown, Sparty! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Indiana, 3. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver going in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been... an issue.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Indiana! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
To the ground to try to move the chains. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. And the Spartans line it up with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
The give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And we have breaking... They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
43, Indiana, 10.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys. It's been the big story so far.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Gandy. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Finds his man down the middle. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. Coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well?